Welcome to the ITM Podcast.
God damn, come on, man.
Yeah, you got it.
What are we doing?
We're not starting the show till you fix that.
I can't.
Look like a professional, would you please? This is episode 280 of the ITM Podcast, the official Boston Red Sox podcast of the CLNS Media Network, brought to you by Prize Picks, the exclusive daily fantasy partner of the CLNS Media Network. And the Boston Red Sox! We're going to keep going?
Yeah.
Boston Red Sox win a series against the Cleveland Guardians. My name is Copponi and Scott Neville, and his hair looks fine. Scott, how you doing?
It's like you can see it. It's a couple
it doesn't look good.
pieces.
No.
It doesn't look good. And it's frustrating because, I have to be the attractiveness on this show, right? I kind of have to be the, you know what I mean? Because,
No.
who else could do it? You know what I mean? So there's a standard in which I have to uphold to make this video watchable.
I think you're like the
I
brawn.
can't do that.
I think you're the brawn. I think I'm the looks in the brain. I think you're the brawn for now because I'm jacking up. Listen to me carefully, very very carefully. I'm jacking up right now, which is what people in the working out industry say. I'm getting big, so look out. I'm coming for that too. Wow. Jeez Louise. Woo! Happy Sunday. Happy Monday morning, everybody. Red Sox win the series. Weird one. They had a flight delay to start the series, and then a rain out, and then a doubleheader. They stole home a couple times. Ends on a day game, which, Sunday day games they're a thing, but it feels whatever. There are opinions to be had. Weird series. Tons to talk about. This is going to be a bullet point show. We're going to be flying through topics because I have so much stuff. I have so many thoughts. I've been doing this thing, Scott, where I'm not tweeting as much during games. I'm saving it all for the pod. I feel like that's a bad strategy, but it's what I did. We're just test driving things. So do we start with Tanner Houck? Do we start with Jarren Duran? Jarren Duran's probably the biggest thing that came out of this, right? Biggest story right now?
It's going to be the one that gets national tweets and stuff like that, but yeah. It kind of doesn't matter.
It doesn't, but it is the big story. I think it is probably the biggest thing to come out of it. It's not the malice at the palace. He didn't go up and punch a guy out. It's just kind of he got held back for a second yelling at a fan. And I think to a national audience, that's stunning and shocking and crazy. And to us, it's the sixth time we've seen that happen with Jarren. So it's yeah, that happens. This one for a little different reason than times past.
Hold on. Did you just see what Middlebrooks tweeted?
In reply to somebody else where he said what the guy said?
Yeah.
Yeah. The guy apparently, according to Will Middlebrooks and nowhere else, I've seen it nowhere else. I don't know if Will heard this guy himself, that the guy said, Jarren, you should have killed yourself and you had the chance, which is definitely a string of words you can put together. You can choose to say those words in that order.
He's probably getting that from Webster. Jemai Webster was there.
Oh, I thought you meant the dictionary.
No. Jemai Webster was there for it because it happened over his head. So he probably got into more detail.
He probably said it. Yeah. Yeah. There was never a question about what it was about.
Yeah. Middlebrooks replied to someone else. He goes, how do you know what they said? He said, because we have people down there that heard it.
Yeah. There you go.
So
yeah, Jemai told him. When they cut to Jemai on the show and they were what'd the guy say? He was something over the line. He was yeah, we all could have guessed. Before Jemai even said that, I was we all know what that guy said, but confirming it is I guess important because it had the guy said, you need a tennis racket and Jarren screaming at him like that. We all have a different reaction here and we're all Jarren, there's no way the tennis racket thing's still getting to you, brother. What are we doing? This one's a little different. Obviously, just to mirror the take that everybody else has had, what a shitty ass thing to say. What a terrible, awful terrible thing to say. Scott, you and I on this show, I'm 90% sure this was recorded. It might not have been, but I'm pretty sure it was recorded. That we said somebody was absolutely 1000% going to do this. That somebody was going to yell at Jarren about the suicide attempt the second that it came out on the doc. Because that's what human beings are. That's what people do. People suck. I don't know if you guys have ever met other folks. They blow. They're the worst. So yeah, I'm stunned it took till April 27th for someone to bring this up in a mean way in an attempt to hurt Jarren, especially after Jarren's like open and honest and vulnerable and is like, hey, this, I was in a really dark place and here's me opening up to my heart to you. I don't know about you. I didn't expect everybody in the world to be, I don't know, the fireworks going off is crazy right there. I didn't expect everybody in the world to be caring and gentle and empathetic because they're not. So while this guy is a obvious piece of shit, I expect people to be pieces of shit.
No, I mean, I think it's going to probably happen at most road series, unfortunately. But that is something to watch from now on is how, is that the first time? And also, it may have happened every game, and this is the first time he actually, snapped. Who knows? This might not have been the first time. Might have been the first time you just clap back. But it is an insane thing to shout, and so that might be the one thing that you're gonna have people in the stands in your section ready to fight you for that. Even people in other Guardians fans, I think that's like a fist fight worthy comment. So I guess there's that, but you're right in the sense of this is gonna keep happening. I said it earlier, he's the one person right now on this team that you could potentially get to. It's not the first time he's fought a fan from the stands. And it's been a while. But, yeah, unfortunately, this is going to be, obviously people, they get heckled every game. And he's been the guy that's proven to fight back.
And that's... I don't know. That's the thing with being so open and so vulnerable. And I understand that. I mean, the reports have already come out about, how much the suicide hotline, skyrocketed in usage following Jarren saying it. So obviously had its benefits. I just, in my mind, you have to know people are going to be pieces of shit about this. You have to. And no matter the reason, I know for a fact the team doesn't love Jarren screaming at fans. It's not a great look to be constantly in the news. No matter the reason, even though people are all going to be on Jarren's side, they're still going to be like, wow, Jarren yelling at fans again. Here's the Red Sox yelling at fans again. And the guy rightfully kicked out, rightfully booed by his own fellow Guardians fans. And the thing is, too, you made a good point. You don't know how much he's heard this. You also don't know how many times that guy said it because they said that the guy was going back and forth with Jarren, and then he was standing right above the dugout. So he might have been, over and over and going deeper and deeper, and then Jarren snaps.
That's
which, sure, it's tough for me to say what I'm saying. I'm just saying, well, the second I saw Jarren screaming, I was like, dude, I know what he probably said, and also, fuck him. You have fuck him written on your wrist. Fucking look at it. Fuck him. They're going to say dumb shit.
I think they should fight more fans. I like it the other way. I think it'd be more fun if they kept him in line more.
I think they should, when somebody says something like that, there should be a trump card that once a month. They're all right, let this guy on the field.
Yeah. Let's see how tough you are standing right in front of Jarren Duran.
It's a fist fight in hockey versus a fist fight in baseball. It's like just what's culturally acceptable there. In hockey, it happens, people clap. It happens in baseball, it's a national fucking story, right? So if you just start to normalize fighting fans, that's totally cool. If that's the norm, if we're all going to do it, right the fuck on. If we're all going to be, Tommy Pham and we're all going to be, why can't I remember his name right now because he never plays baseball, Angels, former national Anthony Rendon. If we're all going to do that, sure, let's all do it. Just an all or nothing to me.
I'm okay with that.
So Houck sucks. Not good. 7.58 ERA and a 1.685 WHIP. First percentile in pitching run value right now. His sinker is oddly enough his best pitch, which is stunning because the eye test would say that it's getting crushed too. Scott, I have a comp that maybe isn't going to be the most popular. I'm just throwing out hot takes today. I'm just trying to get the show canceled. I can't remember a bigger instant fall off in 1 year than Clay Buchholz. And that's early.
In a prime, not age related. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So in 2013, Clay was an all-star. 1.74 ERA, only 16 starts, 108 innings. He throws 170 the following year, 5.34 ERA. And then the next year, just 18 games, a mixed role the year after that, 4.78 ERA. Then he went to Philly, then career ended. And I know that's a brutal comp, but like as of this moment, the level of hope that I have when Tanner Houck steps on the mound, it's not dissimilar to what I felt with, late stage Clay Buchholz. I'm starting to book a loss for a Houck start, and I'm not even far off. They're 1-5 on Houck days this year.
Yeah, he's been terrible, and it doesn't seem like it's he's not throwing the same pitches that he did last year in terms of they were kind of blending. So it's probably not going to get better. In a sense, that's a fixable issue, but at the same time, there's a reason for it, and it's kind of really bad that they've let this happen from a whole team perspective. It doesn't seem like they have the same. Andrew Bailey, we're just going to be the best pitching staff ever out the gate, anymore. We're just not doing that this year, which is a shame. Yeah. We didn't really turn anyone around. Everyone kind of is who they're supposed to be. No one's exceeding expectations.
I mean, I think Houck's expectations there was like two camps, really. It was like, does he stay something similar to what he was? Not, mirror the amazing, like, all-star starter caliber year, but like, is he an all-star again? Like, is he that? Is he your number two? And then the other camp was like, oh, does he regress to what he was before? Was that a one-off? And this is like a whole other third option of like, what if he can't throw anything? What if he gets shelled every time he's out?
Yeah, not fun.
No. You know what is fun? Springtime is here, and baseball season is officially underway. Don't miss your chance to add your favorite players from the diamond into your prize picks lineups, whether it's strikeouts, RBIs, or first inning runs. Take your pick of more or less for your shot to win up to 1,000 times your cash today. On prize picks, you can mix and match player projections from different sports. Combine your favorite baseball players with players from basketball, hockey, and Scott.
Esports.
Taco Tuesday. Second half of the basketball season is here, and the push to the playoff. Download the app today and use code CLNS to get $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. That is code CLNS. Get $50 just right away. Instantly. Don't need to win. You get the money right away after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize picks, run your game. We made another prediction in this series, Scott. And by we, I mean me.
Yeah, I don't remember.
I do. And it was the Devers was going to start hitting the fastball. He was going to start hitting. He did. These claps are for me and for Devers, but mostly for me. We've been absolutely killing the prediction game.
Yeah, it's been, I don't know if you remember, there was a run last year where we would guess the, like a bad pitcher having a good game or good pitcher having a bad game, opposing pitchers. We'd be talking about, Chris Paddock or something like that. This year it's been more just like overall like storylines.
Yeah.
And I don't know. We're just on a heater right now. And credit to us for being really, really good at this.
It almost feels like WWE script writing, where it's like, okay, the Devers thing, that's gone on long enough, so now it breaks. Like, okay, this storyline has run dry. So it's going to whatever. Like, here's the thing. And it's not just, a guy's in a slump, so we said that he was going to turn it around. Because we very well could have said that about Tristan Cassis. We sure didn't. And he sure didn't. He played in one of these 3 games. So shout out to us. Devers' average on the season against fastballs is 203, which is way higher than I thought. I thought it would have been 0. I don't know. And the expected batting average against fastballs, 241. Check that out. How crazy is that? 241. He's also in the 97th percentile in walk rate. He's never been anywhere near that.
Yeah, he's walking a lot this year, especially early in the year. I think he leads the AL right now, or he did going into the series in walks. He's been chasing less than he ever has in his career, and it's just been weird that the rest of it hasn't fully come together. He did strike out against Austin Hedges, which was tough.
Who's not a
now,
pitcher?
Right. Which is true, yeah. I will say, and now this shouldn't really matter because it's a position player. He got screwed on a couple calls there. There were a couple head high fastballs that were called strikes, but the last one just nabbed the corner. He didn't even swing. He went down looking against a position player. This has been the weirdest Devers season I've seen. He also is the type of guy that I feel great against, Josh Hader in the playoffs, but I can see him just striking out against a position player. He's just the most random. He'll hit a home run at a ball at his neck, swing right down the middle and miss, but like his numbers are there. He's awesome overall. It's just his approach to being awesome is so weird and random.
It's strange. Go check out Devers Savant if you guys want to scratch your heads for a while. Because it's not looking the way you expect it to. Like his average, and all of the average stats are not great right now. They're not. And if you look at every advanced metric in terms of power, contact, whatever, anything that has to do with a bat other than maybe whiff rate, he's awesome. He's unbelievable. He's just a strange cat to get there. And it's just been between the spring saga of, moving him to DH and all that shit, a trade rumor for a second, and then starting 0 for 20. And now this, it's just weird. It is very, very weird. I have no firm grasp on what Devers' season totals will look like at the end of this year. Just absolutely zero idea of what that is going to look like. But there's another guy putting together some numbers. Scott.
Jarren Duran?
Well, sure. Yeah, I guess everybody is putting together numbers.
Yeah.
That's like what playing baseball is. You would accumulate statistics as you go.
Yep.
I was talking about Rob Refsnyder. His lefty numbers are ridiculous. So he's 16 ABs this year against lefties. He's 6 for 16. But in his time in Boston, here's some numbers for you. What a stat-heavy show. This is what ITM always is. In his time in Boston against lefties, he has hit 359 in 22, 308 in 2023, 302 in 2024, and through the first month of 2025 is hitting 375 against lefties. Idea. Is it too late to get Rob Refsnyder to be a proficient switch hitter? Can we pull that off? Can we start now?
We can make some calls.
Yeah.
I think. Give me a week. Let me get on that. I got a couple
because that's the thing is like,
fire.
It's like, oh well, he's good against lefties from this side of the plate. What if other side, other arm, hit ball a lot from other side? What do you think of that?
He could hit ball same, be an MVP. If hit ball same, MVP.
There's the quote card. If hit ball same, MVP? I think so.
Yeah.
You have half of an MVP in Rob Refsnyder. You truly do. It's unbelievable. Devers called the Refsnyder homer. I don't know if you heard that, but he did call it. Will was like, "Oh, really went out on a limb there." I'm like, "Well, he's not hitting a homer every fucking at bat." I don't know. That is still kind of crazy. Like,
that's. I mean, even to say like 375 means that 2/3 of the time he's still gonna get out. Never mind the hit. I actually the exact same. Like talking to myself watching the game, being like, okay, there's no need to like make that sound like that was just like a dick move. That was just like weird and unnecessary, and also so wrong. Like it's so like, and at any it could be Judge being like he's gonna hit a home run right now, statistically against you, because he has 500 something at bats and will maybe hit 50 home runs if he has an awesome season. That's a pretty hard prediction. With Refsnyder, he's probably going to have 200 at bats and hit 12.
Yeah. I think that's crazy. I think that's the odds would be not in your favor.
Correct.
Plus odds for sure. And Will's like, yeah, whatever. Dude, I gotta say this. Fuck it. I guess I'm just letting it fly today. I love watching the Boston Red Sox. That's not my hot take. I love watching the Boston Red Sox. You know who doesn't?
Wow. Dave O'Brien?
Well, yes. I was going to say my ears. My ears do not love watching the Boston Red Sox. This was the worst series by a long shot. This was so fucking hard to listen to. You guys sound fucking bored. It's a bad fucking product. You're doing a bad job. And OB and Will together is, God love you both, a terrible duo. A terrible, terrible duo. Like, there are times, both of them work with other people. OB and Lou, good. Will Fleming and Will Middlebrooks on the radio, good. It's good. Together, holy shit, you guys. OB with the call of the century on the steal of home, the second steal of home in the series in back-to-back games, which is crazy. Did you hear his call?
I was watching, but I don't remember it, which I guess is kind of probably the point, I'm assuming.
Dude, I'm going to pull it up and play it into the mic here. You need to hear the home broadcaster react to a steal of home in a second consecutive game.
And with one out, runner at first, Campbell takes off. Here's the throw down. The tag there safe. Play at the plate. And another steal of home. And the Red Sox on the board again.
And another steal of home. I'm going to go outside. I'm going to shut the game off and go outside. Fucking hell. Oh my God. Pretend like you give a shit. The team's actually exciting, fun, dynamic. Like, they're doing shit. The thing is, if they won by bunting, if they were a small ball team, I could understand being like, wow, tough to watch. I guess they did win. They're winning and they're doing it in fun ways. Can we act like it? I don't know. It just doesn't feel like it. The vibe is so fucking weird.
Yeah, he's always, like I said, not memorable. I do think one thing that would help is if you went to the 3-man booth, Will, Lou, and OB. I'd be cool with that. I think that would be fun.
That'd be sweet.
But obviously Monaco is the ideal person.
Anything with Lou is going to be good.
Yep.
That's
Agreed.
The thing. It's my basketball team would be really, really good if it was a 3-man. If it was me, you, and Giannis. It's well, yeah. Yeah, it's going to be good because you put an MVP out there. It's going to be a good product, but I don't know if anybody's ever been called the Giannis of something, but Lou Merloni is the Giannis of color commentary.
Okay. I like that. Yeah, I actually like Middlebrooks, but you're right. It's OB.
Yeah, it's just weird. I don't know. I don't dislike Middlebrooks. I think him and OB together, it's really bad.
I like his analysis at times. I like having like actual players in there talking through situations. But yeah, no, my only complaint really was just that, like you said, when he was just like, "Ooh, you called a home run, pussy."
Yeah, yeah, man. I think that's kind of crazy.
But otherwise, it was fine.
Yeah, I guess whatever. I don't know. It's just so dry. The second I find out how to sync up my radio and my TV, it's over for you guys. It's over. You guys are gonna get muted. Bayo.
Oh no.
Yeah, no. I mean that, guys. Look out. Once the Odyssey app works, you guys are done for.
Oh, you got some time.
Yeah, they're not exactly shaking in their boots yet. But once they figure that out, look out, you guys. Pressing the mute button, I might bring the Bluetooth speaker. I might put the JBL speaker next to the TV and put on the Odyssey app.
So
Once it stops
And he
playing
means
ads
it.
in the middle of the game for some reason.
yeah, like I said, you got time, but time's coming.
Look out. It's like the doomsday clock. It's 3 minutes to the time Odyssey said it's going to be ready and good and fixed. Bayo, day games, bad. That's the headline. He now has a 5.65 ERA in day games, 18 homers in 24 day games.
So strange.
It's unbelievably consistent, is what it is.
Can we spin that he's a big game pitcher?
He needs to be under the lights. Sure, we can do that.
Yeah, I like that.
Like, and I get like today, like those runs all came on that one bomb, but like, if you told me after the first inning he was going to be scoreless through 5, I would have called you a dirty, dirty liar. Like, there's just no way. He looked awful. And he was getting knocked, and he was walking guys. Like 6 hits, 3 walks in 6 innings today.
I will say this: Middlebrooks had a good point about that I was gonna do, and then he kind of, he talked about it for so long that if I'm not even gonna like do it because most people probably saw the game, but to have a 9-run lead and then just start abandoning primary pitches and start just going off speed only. When you have a 9-run lead, your job is just to get your pitch count down so you can go deep into the game. It doesn't really matter the result. You're really just looking to be done with the inning in 10 to 12 pitches. Even if you give up 2 solo shots, but you're just trying to be efficient and get through and don't allow a lot of base runners, because it's the only way you can lose is if you start just walking everybody, which he started to do and was trying to do more of. And yeah, it's just so weird to not have the wherewithal to like, all right, like we're way ahead. Let me just lean on the, straight, like give me like, let's chill out on the movement, fill up the zone, hit the, play to contact like he always does. And let's see if we can get through 7 and help the bullpen. We just had a doubleheader yesterday. Instead, he's like, let me try a 40 pitch inning and I'm going to try and dance around and throw like all perfect pitches. He can't just throw, like he has to throw every pitch, perfect. I hate to say this, and especially because I feel like I'm the biggest Bayo hater now that it was in the doc, but it's like, I've been sitting on this. I don't think he's a smart person. Every single time I see his pitch decisions, every single time I'm like, why there? Why'd you do that there? Like, I don't understand. And I understand he also has a catcher, but it's just like I said, I don't think he's ever understood, a 2-0 slider is different than an 0-2 slider. Like, I don't think he's always just thinking of when he was in Double-A and he got 10 strikeouts a game because he was filthy and he could do that. But he hasn't like adjusted from that mindset where like he wants every pitch to be on Pitching Ninja. You can't do that in 100 pitches, and that's why he throws 100 pitches in 4 2/3 most of the time. It's just
I mean, in the
He
doc,
just does a stupid approach.
in the doc, he was complaining about, I think it was Danny Jansen. He was like, you know what I'm talking about? He was like down the tunnel during a start, and he was like, he just keeps calling fastball, fastball, fastball. It's like,
yeah.
Listen, brother, if you were having an all-star season, and then you're like, oh man, it's just not working tonight, like with a new catcher, I get it, but like, I don't know. Are we letting Brian Bayo call his own pitches? I don't think so. No, the switch to like the off-speed stuff made absolutely no sense.
That's it. And like every time I actively think about what he's doing on the mound approach-wise, I'm always like, this is not right. Like, why is he doing it this way? Like, it's not even like a high level, like, oh, this is up for debate, and it's, am I smarter than major league starting pitcher? It's just like basic, like, okay, well, you got to throw less pitches in this scenario. You got to stop chasing swing and miss at all times. He's also not getting any. He got 4 Ks today. Like, it's just, I don't know, man. He really frustrates me because I feel like he could have been so good. And I know a lot of people jumped on the bandwagon watching the doc because, you know, he was a big piece of it. I'm rooting for him, but it's like I get frustrated when I like actively think about the way he pitches.
Did you say could have been past tense? He could have been good?
Yeah.
Do you think there's no chance Brian Bayo is ever good?
I think he's a career 4.39 pitcher, and I still think he doesn't have a primary pitch that works. He tries to lean fastball. His fastball gets smoked. His sinker gets smoked. He has a fantastic changeup and a really, really good slider. Every time he's tried, if his fastball gets hit and his sinker gets hit, there's not really a ton you can do. I don't think he has good command at all. So yeah, I just don't see like. I mean, the only time I've really been wrong in this argument of accuracy wasn't even baseball. It was like I saw Josh Allen, you know, was 57% completion percentage in college football, and I was like, he's not going to get more accurate in the NFL, and then he did. But usually with accuracy, at this point in time, like it's not. I'm not even talking about balls and strikes. I'm talking about trying to throw a slider down and away and throwing it right down the middle, or hanging a change. Like, he just hangs a lot because he doesn't which if you're throwing primarily off speed, that's going to happen. And his fastball and sinker have never been unhittable. And if you can't do that, your changeup and slider can't be filthy. Like they can be on a pitch to pitch sequence, but like you need that thing that makes the changeup filthy. Or else you're just going to be hanging changeups and know that if you throw a fastball, it has a 400 expected batting average. And I just don't know how you fix that. Like, Houck's issues are fixable. I don't know what you do with Bayo. I don't know how you would fix what's happening to him.
Have a better fastball and then get a better sinker.
That comes down to command, which I don't think he has.
Yeah. It's completely reworking a primary pitch. Has he tried a cutter?
I don't. I want to say yes, but I don't think so. I guess baseball's not.
I'm gonna look, see if he's ever thrown a cutter.
Can you look at total
not in the
pitches
bigs.
somewhere? Cutter could work.
Oh yeah, he did. 2023. 2023, he threw a cutter 41 times.
Yeah,
and it got hit at a 462 clip.
Yeah, because that was when he was trying to screw around with the curveball as well, and then just like quit that too.
Yeah, the curveball was 22. He threw it 5 times and was like, no, never mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, 41 cutters is strange. 41 cutters for 6 hits is bad.
I feel like I remember that, and that's why I don't know. And to your point, that would have been a solution potentially, but fastball, sinker, 4-seam, sinker, cutter, not going well. There's not many other primary pitches to turn to.
Yeah. He's only thrown 6 4-seamers this year. Hardly using it.
Yeah, well, that's because he's used it before, and those results have been really, really bad.
I mean, could it be worse than the sinker right now?
It's, I think, about the same as that's what I'm saying. Like, with him, the fix has always been abandon the four seam, lean on the four seam, and then they both, he keeps flipping between the sinker and the fastball, and they keep getting hit at like a 400 clip. Let's see, four seamers. We actually figured it out last year. 2 years ago, he got hit at the 310 clip on his four-seamer. Last year, on 128 of them, he had a 120 batting average against.
Yeah, on 128 of them. It was like...
Year before that, 277. But still, maybe he did figure it out, but then he just bailed on it. He also hasn't allowed contact this year in the 6. So maybe it is the four-seamer. I don't know. He has one smaller sample, but a lot of success with it. I don't know why you would then go away from that, especially when your sinker is getting hit 309 last year and 286 this year. But like his four-seamer, I mean, I get why he got scared before. He came into the league with his first year, they were hitting 378 off of it. His second year, they hit 310 off of it. And then now it's back. Then it was down to 120, and this year there's no results yet. So maybe he figured something out with it. But weird time to just say never mind.
Very weird time to say never mind.
It's his only chance. I'll say that.
Can I bring up something more positive?
Sure. Yeah, it's been a very negative show for a series win.
It has been. It has been. How about this? Christian Campbell. 7 doubles through the Sox first 30 games. He's on pace for 38 doubles. And I'll say this. I'm going to take the over there. On 37.5 doubles, I take the over. I think he does it.
Yeah, doubles is a weird one. But
not to be negative.
Sure.
Weird series for him. Not the best. Base running blunders, couple of errors.
Dude, he's still home.
Christian Campbell?
Yeah, didn't he? Oh, was that Romy? He was the one that went to second on the steal of home. No, I'm thinking of the Campbell. No. Campbell did the. He basically, it wasn't a steal of home, but he slid home on the cutoff, which was
yes.
That was him, and then he was also he went first to third on the actual steal of home today. But I'm thinking I keep giving him credit for the steal of home because what he did I think is actually more impressive, which was wait till the ball gets in the infield and then go home on a sac fly.
Yeah. I mean, when Sox base run good, it's so good.
Running Red Sox. I don't remember them saying that all the time, but then they put that in the documentary in that montage, which was sick, by the way. When they had Cora just like humming, and then they like went to it. It was the actual song, and they played the music through the thing. You could hear it through the stadium. Then they mix it. That was sick.
That was sick.
Yeah, they called them the Running Red Sox last year a bunch. I don't really remember that too much. And then they were doing it again today, and I was like, all right. As long as
Jarren taking third on the bobble by the cutoff man, like that was sweet. Yeah. Jarren had like an infield single. There's another weird one too. That should have been a double play.
The Duran one was right after either Campbell's score or the steal of home. I remember it was like right at. It was like, man, they really do just keep stealing bases they don't deserve. The Christian Campbell one, I feel that was way more impressive to me than a steal of home. Not a straight steal of home, but the first to third steals of home.
The straight steal of home by Jarren was fucking insane. That's the coolest thing. The coolest shit in baseball.
Yeah. I was thinking about this. I was talking about this a lot the last couple of days. like I was always known for being fast. I've done the first to third steal of home, but I was telling people, I was like, they were like, have you ever done that? I was like, I would never have the balls, because if you get out, you look at the dumbest, just idiot to ever play baseball. You just started running toward the plate when the pitch was being thrown to the plate, and it was like, what are you doing? Like, what did we like? Free out. So I mean, I love seeing that.
and to like get up and dust
move.
yourself off.
Yep.
And sorry, walk back to the dugout with your head down. Yeah, you look like a moron.
That would, yeah. It's a hilarious thing to do, and to get, like, to actually make it insane.
It doesn't even really make sense, because like the ball's going there and it's getting thrown so fast. The guy who's throwing it is the guy who throws the ball. So it makes no sense. Makes no sense. Right.
And that's fast, like, he's supposed to be like really good at throwing the ball too. He's supposed to be one of the better throwers of the ball.
And then the guy there with the glove, he's really good at catching the ball. He's going to get it.
He almost every time.
Mm-hmm.
And he's already on the bag you're trying to steal.
It really doesn't make physical sense.
Yeah.
Crazy.
But that comes down to the whole running Red Sox thing. Is like, what that comes down to is like the other team. The one thing is the other team has to execute. They have to make the play. And if you're making the other team make plays, they're going to eventually screw them up. Like they're not going to be perfect. So that's what I love about what we do when we just start running like crazy. It's like they have to. You're making the other team get you out. They have to execute. If they make one mistake, they beat themselves. You know.
Yeah.
And boy, did Cleveland do that this series.
Yeah, they were handing away some bags. They were handing away runs. They were handing away bags. We'll take
not defensively stout.
No. Jarren also first Red Sox to steal home since Jacoby Ellsbury, and it was on the anniversary of when he did it.
Crazy.
So in case you haven't heard that somehow. Yeah, that's really, really cool. Actually, I live for shit like that. I'm all about that. A couple other things to get to before the other things that we have to get to. Giolito set to make his return on Thursday. Wednesday. And Yoshida not even set to make a rehab assignment. Not even close, says Cora. Belief meter? Is Yoshida hurt? Is he fine?
I don't think he's hurt, if I'm being for real. I think
he's fine.
I think he's probably fine. Maybe his arm really is, he truly can't throw, but I don't know. It's just weird.
It's weird. There's no way around it. It's weird.
There's a lack of detail of like what's wrong. And when he's going to be fine. It very much feels. I'll tell you what, if there's ever been an injury in MLB that was just completely made up and not like a 15-day phantom thing, but like a long-term completely made up injury, this is exactly how it would go.
Yeah.
Just like, what's going on with Yoshida? Boy. Yeah, he's been throwing, but we're just like he has good days and bad days, and we're just gonna. He was in Worcester, and then he was here, and then we sent him to, I think, Florida or some shit. I don't remember. And then he was just, I don't know, anywhere the baseball field.
Oh, so if he's in Worcester, is he ready to make a rehab?
No, not even close. Because his arm. No, his arm.
He's been playing. We saw some videos on social of him throwing. Looked like
looks can be deceiving, man.
That is really what they're doing. It's like, nah, man, I wouldn't trust that. Nah, don't trust those videos, dude. He's real hurt right now. So
yeah, you guys have seen how AI is crazy these days. I was just trying to keep him busy,
I can't help but feel so fucking bad for Masataka Yoshida.
I still think he's a good baseball player. That's the problem. Yeah. I know he doesn't really fit anymore with the Devers DH situation, but Ref Snyder's not going anywhere. Roman Anthony's right there. The outfield's overcrowded. We got a pretty good DH. there's never going to be a spot for him really, unless there's a barrage of injuries. But I still think he's a very good player.
A lot of people getting more upset about the Roman Anthony wait. I think it's gonna be a bit, folks. I think it's gonna be a little bit. So just accept that, I guess. I don't know. I get it.
Yeah, we'll be all
but
right.
As long as they keep winning series, I'm okay with it. If they were desperately in need, if they were like, if they didn't turn things around after the White Sox series, I guess you could be like, hey, maybe it's time. But I think they're going to be all right.
Yeah.
They'll be even better when he gets here.
The guy that they're worried about, the guy that would take his spot, had a 3-run home run today and has almost 20 RBIs already.
Yeah. They're good. They're good. You can follow us on the socials at ITM_pod.
Oh, guy, come on. No, we're not done yet.
What?
We got to do Series MVP.
Oh, Series MVP is the one thing I don't have pulled up. All right. Scott, stall for 8 seconds. 5 seconds here.
Okay, yeah, just give me a second. I just got to come up with something.
The internet's being slow. It might be an extra 5 or 10 seconds here. Go ahead.
Oh my God, kill me. Did you guys see the game?
Red Sox.
Celtics. The Patriots draft was. I mean, dude, what's going on with the computer? Can we figure it out? I'm dying out here. Patriots had a good draft. Swinson fell. That was cool. I know Joey's excited. I shouldn't even talk about it with the viewers because I know Joey's got some takes on that.
Oh yeah, man. Shit. Will Campbell is so big.
He's not though. That's the thing. That's the whole thing.
Oh yeah, Campbell. No, he's not that big. I meant.
It's kind of the whole thing. Will Campbell. He looks small. That's really it drives. Like the thing I always say about Will Campbell is that he's going to be awesome. He can squat 616 pounds with ease, which was a weird number that they picked, but that was the number. And but if you look at him, he just seemed like if you just ran into him in a restaurant, you'd be like, that guy's not the largest human I've ever seen. That's kind of the job of a left tackle, I feel like. We'll see. He's probably going to be awesome, though. Said he would die for Drake May.
Rafael Devers went 5 for 13, 2 homers, 3 walks, 3 RBIs. That's 385, 500, 923 for a 1423 OPS. I think I kind of want to give it to him, unless you want to give it to Rob Refsnyder.
Kind of. That's actually the only one I was going to ask about.
But 2 games, 3 for 8, 375, a 1275 OPS versus a 1423 for Devers, who played in all 3. I think it's got to be Devers. Congratulations, Rafael Devers. Trophy's in the mail.
I have a different one.
Is it Willier?
No, it's Jarren Duran on the base paths.
Jarren Duran, I think, is actually a totally legitimate answer. Still an 1161 OPS in this series. I think that's an absolutely stole home. I think I think Jarren is probably, So
give me Jarren. I want Jarren. I want his overall offensive stats, but I want an emphasis on the base paths.
Yeah, I mean, Jarren hit 467 in 3. Yeah, let's go. I'm going to change my answer. Jarren.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we'll just go Jarren.
Yeah, screw you,
Sorry, Devers. When the package is in the mail, so when you get it,
send it back or just give it to Jarren.
Destroy it. Actually, destroy it.
You destroy it. We'll send another one to Jarren, even though you're right there. When you get it, just make sure you destroy
engraved
it.
And shit, so he can't.
Yeah, true.
You can't just give it to Jarren. We should have looked at the stats before we sent him that trophy.
All right, Rafi, shatter that, please, in a billion pieces and send us a video so we know you didn't actually. You're not holding a.
We might have to send somebody over there.
ITM, yeah. Smash it
avoid
in a
it.
billion pieces.
Yeah.
Send a guy with a torpedo bat.
A torpedo bat or a torpedo?
Torpedo bat, but a torpedo
Oh.
would be too messy.
Send a guy over there with a missile launcher to take out this trophy.
We take it serious.
Okay, folks, it is 3 games against the Toronto Blue Jays. Game 1 is going to be Garrett Crochet versus TBD. Crochet looked like a human being his last time out, which is weird for him. After allowing 4 runs in 5 innings against the Mariners, his ERA has skyrocketed to a monstrous 195. Speechless. This is the guy they extended? Seriously? Toronto has not announced a starter for this game. Game 2! It's going to be Lucas Giolito versus TBD. And in game 2, at 245 pounds, he has not pitched a Major League Baseball game since 2023. Lucas, his nickname on BREF is actually Bigfoot Giolito. 17 in the third innings in the minors this year, 10 earned runs, 13 walks, 18 hits. That's a 179 whip and a 5.19 ERA. Here we go. In game 3 is going to be Tanner Houck versus, you guessed it, TBD. No starters announced for Toronto in this series. Tanner Houck has allowed 6 runs in his last 2 starts, all of them coming in the first inning. So that's something. The ERA is now 7.58, and he has officially hit a -1 WAR. I don't want to say it. I'm not going to say it. But, you know, dude sucks. And that is going to do it for your pitching preview. Scott, give it to me. Give it to me real. Montame la pura.
I'm really worried about Lucas Giolito. I don't think he's a very good pitcher right now.
Giolito, Houck back-to-back. At the beginning of the year, had I heard that, would have been stoked on it. This is the top of your rotation. But right now, your 2-3 is definitely the weakest spot in your rotation, which is Giolito, Houck. I don't like them against the Blue Jays. Watch it.
No, I'm saying Buehler is good.
Oh, okay. Okay. All right.
So it's more of like a 3-4 issue in my head.
I'm saying the way they have it is Crochet,
up.
Giolito, Houck.
Yeah.
If you're talking this is just the technical top.
That's frustrating because then you if you line it up that way, you probably expect to go 1 and 2 with your top 3.
Yeah.
And then Buehler at 4. It's strange. Yeah.
I think I am going to say they lose this series. And that's not to be just a negative Nancy because I've been such a grump this show. I think just they've won a couple series in a row. I think they're due for an L. Giolito return, a very much struggling Houck. Kind of seems like a recipe for it, especially after they have to see Crochet. It's a pretty decent sized drop off. I'm gonna say Sox win game 1, and they do lose the Giolito and Houck games.
I agree with you. Last series, or 2 series ago, where we said it was going to be a rubber match, game 3 with Crochet on the bump. I think that was, I think I'm going to go with you again. Unfortunately, I just don't see it getting. I don't know. You're going to need some offense this series.
Yeah, and I'll tack on my prediction. You're going to get some offense because Tristan Cass is going to hit a moonshot, a bomb, really? An absolute tank. Yeah.
How is he going to do that with Romy Gonzalez as the starting first baseman every day?
That's not going to happen.
Okay.
Do you think Romy Gonzalez is going to start all 3 of these games?
No, but...
No. Tristan Cass is... bomb. Big one.
Fix this thing.
I'm saying he hits one like 411 feet.
Okay, you really boxed yourself into a hole there, but...
400 plus foot homer.
as well as Letterbrooks would say, "Oh wow, you predicted a big guy to hit a home run. Wow,
Wow,
okay.
really bold.
I think they play at
You're
least
just
9.
haters this episode. I don't know what's gotten into me, but I'm glad it's infected you. That's good.
Yeah, I know. I went into this like, series win, 16-14, like looking pretty good.
Spread
And you
hate.
were like,
That's what this is all about.
yeah, you were like, you know what? I don't care what they said to Jarren Duran. I was like, whoa.
That's not what I said. I still feel like I feel like there's something weird in the air after I said that. Should I amend what I said? I think that guy's a piece of shit, like low life scum garbage asshole. I just my gut reaction when I saw it was like, Jarren, come on, don't engage with him. He's a fucking asshole. Don't engage with him, dude. Come on. You know people are going to be dicks about this. Come on. That was just I don't know. I don't hold the human race to a high standard. I hold Jarren Duran to a high standard. God damn it. I think he's a good man, and I'm like, man, don't fucking do that shit. Don't engage with him, man. The Cleveland fan, yeah, he's a piece of shit. He lives in fucking Cleveland. Sorry to
I think you said it better that time.
Yeah, that's okay. That's how I should have. I knew the words didn't come out right. All I was trying to say is like, Jarren, stop, man. What are you doing? Fuck him, dude. Just get in the fucking dugout. Fuck that guy. Go fuck that guy, would you?
It's on your wrist. Go fuck that guy.
It says it right there. Go fuck him.
It's your motto. It's literally your motto.
Dude, it's on your shirt. Go fuck that guy, please. That's all I was saying. All I was saying is someone's got to bang that dude. Did I fuck it up again?
No, I think you nailed it this time.
Okay. I got a lot. Do you want to go first?
Yeah, I'll go first. Carlos Nevarez has got to stop trying to get himself out at the plate. I'm getting sick of that.
Yep.
I've never seen it. I understand a weird one-off. You've been catching all game. You're not thinking. If you don't know what I'm talking about, every single time he check swings, he goes to the first baseman to get a call. But the thing is, the reason why the catchers do that is because the only result that can happen by deferring is a strike. So because, yes, that person can say yes or no, but if they don't point to the first base coach, it's an automatic, there's no chance of a swing. You're going to say, hey, did he swing? Otherwise, it's assumed that he did not swing. Him pointing after there's a ball called, it's just going, he's gotten himself out doing it, and he's going to keep doing that. The only thing that makes sense is if he's saying, hey, I want him to look, not you, but that's just not how it works, because when the ump thinks they know, they just call it. It's not a, hey, have him do it, not you, because he has a better angle. That's how it always should be, but umps are stupid. That one was, I've seen it like 3 times, and every single time I'm like, please stop. Which team are you on?
Stop doing that. Yeah. It's insane. It's insane. Narvaez is getting more playing time. I don't know if you saw that, but Cora said after the game that like they like the defensive metrics, whatever. He's still going to get a lot of starts even when Connor Wong comes back. So get ready for more of the Narwhal, which I think is what I've latched onto. A lot of nickname talk on the internet.
A lot of
Narwhal
talk for him.
What?
I said there's been a lot of nickname talk with him specifically. Like, people just can't figure it out. And I feel like there's like inner podcast debates. There's different shows that have all come with different nicknames. I don't even know which one Narwhal is.
No idea, but I like it. You got anything else?
I know the rotation has been a little shaky, but I started throwing a little bit. So
Yeah.
just give me a few weeks. So yeah, I've been getting active, and it's been a slower ramp up process than in years past in terms of like my arm not feeling great throwing, which has never happened to me before. But just give me a few weeks.
All right.
Yeah. So we got that.
Is the discomfort? Is it a new discomfort? Is it a familiar one? Something that you've maybe dealt with before?
Not really. It's kind of like it's not even just like a pain, just soreness and fatigue is more prevalent than it's ever been. Yeah, in my throwing life.
Have you consulted with any professionals yet? Any doctors and team doctors?
No, it's just kind of like a progression thing. Like it's not an injury or anything like that. It's just I gotta stick to the progression, and sometimes you need a day.
Are you at all concerned that this might be a symptom of age coming out?
Yes, actually, I think that's the main reason. Also, there was a long period where I didn't throw regularly, which is like the only time in my life where that's ever been the case. But I think we can get back. Long term, no. I think at the end of the day, I'm still 25, and I think we'll figure it out.
Speaking of age and pitchers and all that, my first thing on my list here is it's weird / hard / sad to see Hendricks be used in the same spot that Cleveland is using Austin Hedges.
Yes, but that's like a get back on track game. Like that's not.
Yes. But also, it was
It
like
is
when I saw him, I was like,
notable.
oh, right. Hendricks is on the team. And this
It was
is where
notable. It was notable they didn't just they felt the need that he needed that so badly that they would rather have him be there instead of give Newcomb the second inning because you would think, Newcomb would be there. He's your long reliever now, seemingly. By the way, he was awesome.
Yeah. Yeah.
So maybe he's a reliever. Maybe he's got the little Pavetta treatment going. If he can be like a relief pitcher Pavetta, we're in a real good spot. Nick Pavetta,
I also
best
think
pitcher
that
on
taking him out of the
planet, by
rotation
way.
doesn't make a whole ton of sense, but
Newcomb?
he's just been, he's been so good.
Eye test would disagree.
Eye test does disagree, but he's got a higher K per 9. He's got a higher K per 9 than Garrett Crochet.
Yeah, I mean, that's crazy. He also has a 189 whip. Or did entering today as a starter.
Yeah.
So.
Traffic, and then he strikes him out. It's a little gotcha. It's the old rope-a-dope. I'll let these guys on to get to the bottom of the order to strike everyone out.
I do like that strategy.
3 intentional walks to start every game. Load him up.
That would get his whip up slightly.
A little bit. Just a tad. My next thing was Dave O.B. on the steal of home. Holy fucking shit. This dude hates baseball.
Covered that.
Yep, covered that. Bunts. People have been bunting against the Sox, so I wanted to look up and get some stats on bunt attempts versus opponent, like by team. And let me tell you what I found, Scott. Nobody tracks bunts at all, let alone bunt attempts. There's nothing. Not by player, not by team. No, there's nowhere to find bunts. And I looked it up. I looked all over the place, and all I could find was forums where people were like, where do I find bunt stats? And everybody kind of being like, yeah, you really can't. Crazy. I really thought I was going to find something. Be like, oh, the Sox are getting, 13 bunt attempts against the Sox, and the next closest is 6. Like, I thought there was going to be something. There wasn't.
All right. So someone get on that.
Yep. Get on that. And my last thing, I had a dream, and you were in it, dude. You were in my dream.
No way.
You died.
Really? Damn.
Yeah. So I saw you were on like a Segway, like a motorized Segway thing.
Okay. All right.
And you left. You were like going somewhere. And
where were we?
I saw you like on a street.
Just unrecognizable street.
Just a nameless street. And you went.
Did you say a fly?
No, get you.
What do you mean get me? It's not a bee.
I
It
don't know.
just was in
I
the
don't know.
frame.
They can still get you. Hey, well,
All
watch
right.
out. They'll get you. So you disappear on your Segway or whatever, dude, right? And then I get to where I'm going or whatever. There's like a horde of people and they're crying. And they were like, tell me you heard about Scott. And I was like, I just saw him. And they were like, he got hit by the train. And I instantly knew, like I took that to know in my dream knowledge that they meant the Storyland train, like the train that runs inside of Storyland. You got hit by the train and you perished. And then I saw you again on your Segway. And I was like, Scott, no way. They think you're dead. And you were like, I am. You were like, made me aware. You're like I'm a ghost, dude. Like you're seeing my ghost. Like I have passed on. And I'm crying and you're crying. And I said, which makes no sense in real world context, but I said, dude, we just reconnected. Which makes no sense. We've had very constant contact for 3 years. I was like, we just reconnected. And all you said back was, I know. And then my dream ended. And then I woke up. That's how that ended. I was crying.
I know.
We just reconnected. You went, I know. Dream over.
I know.
Yeah,
that's hilarious. I just started to consider you a friend.
Dude, no. Yeah.
Oh man, this is the first year I almost invited you to the Oscars party. And this is the time you pick?
Dude, I would have invited you next year. Fuck.
Well,
yeah. So just look out for trains, I guess, in case my dreams are premonitions.
That's good to know.
Yep.
But appreciate the heads up.
Yeah, anytime. You can follow us on the socials.
We did just reconnect, so that's...
Yeah, I know.
So that's kind of scary. Yeah.
I know. You can follow us on the socials at ITM_pod. You can follow me at Joey Copponi. You can follow him at Scott Neville 46, just like the top speed of the off-roading Segways. And we will see you back after this thrilling 3-game series against the Toronto Blue Jays. For Scott Neville, I'm Joey Copponi. Go Sox, kid.